MANSCAPE is proudly brought to you by Antler, the champions of lightweight luggage, Donna Faccioni Personal Training, and the Fitness Generation.
G'day and welcome to another episode of MANSCAPE, a program dedicated to men looking and feeling good.
That's right, Robbie. This is a show for all of you guys out there who are looking for a better lifestyle and a happier state of mind. And let me just say to all the women that are watching out there, this is a great way to grab some amazing advice to pass on to the man in your life.
Now, we're coming to you from the Sandbar Beach Cafe in Middle Park, Melbourne, and it's a fantastic place, and we'll get to see a little bit more of it a little later in the show.
But first up, we've got some great advice for all of our MANSCAPE followers.
Insight and advice on life issues with Ben Angel. G'day, Ben.
Hi, Adam.
Now, I've got some bad news for everybody. It's been in the media. Pay rises next year. Very hard to get.
Yes.
What is the quickest way to try and get a pay rise?
Yeah, first of all, the individual's got to look at what is the value that they're actually bringing to the business. So it has to be about the business, not about the individual. So are their sales results ultimately good at the moment? Are they performing? Are they getting through all of their work? Or are they actually underperforming? If they're underperforming, no hope in hell.
Okay. So you've got your meeting with your boss.
Yep.
You want to negotiate a pay rise. What are the steps you should take?
Yeah, so before you actually sit down with your boss, you need to send them an email to say, hey, look, I want to discuss this arrangement, but also confirm within the email that these are the dot points that I'd actually like to talk about when we go to sit down. So then at least they get an opportunity to think about it before you go and sit down. Now, when you go into the meeting, you do need to be able to demonstrate the value that you've provided the business over the period of time that you've been there. So is it based on sales results or is it based on performance? Or maybe if you're not on the front line doing sales, is it that your administrative skills actually help others get out there and sell more? It needs to be about the end outcome for the company.
So you've had your meeting, but unfortunately the outcome is not quite what you wanted. What do you do in that situation?
You've got to find out why. So what is the reason behind the boss's decision? Is it purely because they can't afford it at the moment? Or is it simply because maybe you're not meeting certain KPIs in the business? You need to ask the question, what is it going to take for me to be able to get a pay rise in the next 6 to 12 months? Then you can actually outline a key strategy to say, I'm going to do this, 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 and this to get to that end point, but also set a date in which you're actually going to revise it with the boss. So never just let the meeting go, okay, this was great, this is what I'm going to do. Set a date to say, okay, 6 months time, this is the date that I'd like to sit down again and discuss it and see where we're at that point.
So I'm not successful today, but I'm setting an appointment for the future where we'll discuss it again.
Yeah, and I think we need to look at failure in this kind of situation as that this is a great stepping point forward in someone's career. And in fact, it can be the tipping point for someone to make significant changes to provide more value to the company at the end of the day.
Well, I'm going to go and make that appointment with my boss right now.
Excellent.
Thanks very much for your advice.
Thanks, Adam.
Next up, we join the team at Fitness Generation to get some great tips on maximising your workout.
Now, we're talking fitness in the home and how to maximise your workout. And to help me today, I've got our resident personal trainer, Donna, to help us. Hi, Donna.
Hello, how are you?
Great. Now, Donna, tell us, what are some of the benefits of working out in the home?
Well, firstly, our size. This is compact. It's a fantastic size to put in your home. Secondly, saving on gym, definitely. Okay, so if you are working out in your home and you buy a few pieces of equipment, you actually will save on memberships. Your family can use it in yourself, and in the long term, it's obviously more beneficial.
Now, the device we're looking at today, this moonwalking device I'm on right now, is the True Commercial Elliptical, which is fantastic. And as you said, it's got such a small footprint. Now, for somebody who is very time poor, as most of us are, say a 20-minute workout, how would you maximise your workout?
Well, this is fantastic. It's got 22 preset programs, and obviously you choose whichever one is your goal. And the good thing about this machine is it uses your legs, so your lower body and your upper body too, so you can incorporate your arms, and you can put that into a 20-minute workout and get the most out of it.
Fantastic, it does. It's got so many to choose from. So how would I pick the right one for me?
Well, again, it's got to do with your goals, but we've got a Mix 3 feature on this machine, which is absolutely fantastic, and it actually can incorporate and teach you what to use all over your body, so you can get a full body workout.
Okay, so I've just gone into the Mix 3 and the machine's actually telling me what parts of my body I should use. So it's saying start with just my legs and do this for 1 minute. So I suppose it then transfers onto the next thing.
Yeah.
So it's educating you on how to use it too.
Definitely.
So what about extending that for a little bit longer, say an hour-long workout?
Again, well, it's going to be part of, you know, depending on what your goal is, but you can extend all those programs to suit that. And with the Mix 3, the fantastic thing about it is it will actually program the whole hour and give you a full body workout. So it's great.
Now, one of my favorite features is this 15-inch entertainment system that's sitting at the top here. You can plug in any MP3 device, obviously your iPhone too, watch movies, your TV, listen to music, you name it. And it's fantastic, and you won't even realize that you're doing a workout. Now, I've been up here for a little while now, and I'm starting to get a little hot. Been playing around with this thing, haven't even noticed. Now I'm getting very, very toasty, so I'm going to cool myself down. That is so cold with this extreme cooling tower. Now these things, whether you wet them with hot or cold water, they go cold instantly and stay cold for up to 6 hours, which is fantastic. So typically these machines you can find in Genesis gyms or commercial gyms across the country, but now you can own them in your own home. To find out more, visit thefitnessgeneration.com.au to pick up yours. Thanks for your time today, Donna.
That's okay.
Now here's your chance to win some fantastic prizes from MANSCAPE. There's a Schwinn AC sports bike, courtesy of the Fitness Generation, featuring adjustable performance handlebars and seat, magnetic resistance brakes and SPD style cleats to simulate an outdoor riding experience. There's also a $1,000 paintball experience for you and your 9 mates, courtesy of Hot Shots. Each person will receive free entry, playing gear, tactical gloves to keep, plus 400 rounds courtesy of Hot Shots Paintball in Anarchy, Victoria. There's also a set of 3 Drive Light luggage cases courtesy of Antler, the champions of lightweight luggage. If you're looking to get fit, there's also a one-on-one personal training session courtesy of Donna's Fitness Revolution. You'll also win a style consultation in Melbourne from our very own Styled by Sally and a $100 dining voucher courtesy of Sandbar Beach Cafe in Albert Park, Victoria. And to top it off, some best-selling books and CDs from Dr. Elizabeth Chelly and Ben Angel. All you need to do is tell us in 25 words or less why you would like this great prize. Head to manscapetv.com.au to enter.
Now, if you're looking for a dietary solution that's easy to follow, doesn't involve calorie-controlled dieting or following extravagant dietary recipes, we have a simple solution for you. We're talking today with Joe from paleodietaustralia.com.au, and he's going to talk us through the Paleolithic diet, or paleo for short. Thanks for joining us, Joe.
Thank you.
Tell me,
Thanks for having me.
what is the paleo diet?
Oh, the paleo diet is based on the way our cavemen used to eat, or our ancestors. It mainly consists of animal and plant foods.
Right, so how does it help you lose weight?
The main focus of the paleo diet is it focuses on nutritional foods. So it's got its high healthy fat content, high protein content, and obviously nutritional vegetables that keeps you full for longer, and in turn it will have less calorie intake.
Okay, so other than dietary benefits, what are some of the health benefits?
Health benefits of paleo, research has shown that it may prevent type 2 diabetes. Also it's shown that it may prevent cardiovascular disease as well because of its high essential fatty acid content. It's great for energy levels, you have sustained energy throughout the whole day. And it's also been shown to help males improve their sex drive as well.
Okay, so we've got some raw food in front of us here. Can you talk us through what we've got here?
Okay, well, we can start off with breakfast. Breakfast, you've got your choice of some beautiful berries. The main reason we choose berries is they're high in antioxidants and they're low carbohydrate content as well. You've also got your eggs, essential fatty acids once again, and it's got a lot of good cholesterol in there for you. You've got your spinach, avocado's fantastic, great for your heart. It's got vitamin E, essential fatty acids on there. And moving away from breakfast, you've got some snacks. We've got some nuts, which are fantastic for a snack. Macadamia nuts should be your first choice, full of monounsaturated fatty acids, which are great for you, great for your heart. Moving away from there, you've got your meats. for your lunch or your dinner. Chicken high in protein. You got your red meat, porterhouse steak. Go organic when you can. It's got iron in there, protein, and once again fat as well, which will keep you full for longer. Salmon is great for you. Essential fatty acids, once again, omega-3s. Then you've got your oils. Olive oil is fantastic for your salads. And then coconut oil you would cook with, because it's the only oil that doesn't change its chemical structure once it's heated. So it's the safest oil to cook with as well.
Okay. Well, if you want some more information on the paleo diet or some fantastic recipes, check out Joe's website. Thanks so much for joining us today, Joe.
Time for some home cooking tips from professional chef Steve from Sandbar at Albert Park. Steve, what do you have for us today?
G'day guys. Last week you would have seen me prepare something purely from leftovers. Now, the thing about that, you can use that again as leftovers. Everybody's got some of these in their fridge or in their cupboard. Everybody's got a lid that fits them. Always keep them, guys. Quite simply, put your leftovers in there. This is all fresh food. You've only just prepared it. Put the lid on it, but then just straight sticky tape from the last plastering job you've done. Pop that on there, black texture. Write down what it is and the date, and hey, you can just put that straight in your fridge or freezer, and that is ready to go.
Just don't forget to label it. We'll see you next week.
So guys, something that a lot of us are going to have to face in life, whether we want to or not, is hair loss. Now with me I've got Helen from Ultra Hair. Helen, even for me, hair loss is an issue. It's an issue that I've been facing for a number of years now. Tell me, what is the cause of hair loss?
Adam, the cause of male pattern thinning and the hair loss that most 60% of the male population do encounter is a genetical gene which unfortunately they have been born with, which is called DHT or dihydrotestosterone. It is a gene that very, very slowly creeps up into the scalp and it starts attacking the hair follicles over a very slow period of time. And it is a very slow process that this can happen. It can start from an age of 17, anywhere up to 40 years of age, where this will start to attack the hair follicles, hence causing thinning of the hairs. It is genetical from mum or dad's side. It really doesn't matter where it does come from. You either have been born with it or you haven't.
And it's just problematic that unfortunately hair appears everywhere else and disappears off the top of your head.
Unfortunately, yes.
Look, even for me, as I said, it is an issue and it does affect your confidence. You know, I don't like to see my bald patch on camera. I sort of use a little mirror so I can see what's happening at the back. How does it affect people's confidence?
We have an enormous amount of phone calls on a daily basis because clients, well, males are very concerned. I'm starting to thin. They have this fear. They can visually see that, oh, look, dad's bald, grandpa's bald. I don't want this to happen. So, you know, for somebody that's thinning at the age of 22, it's dramatic for their self-confidence. To go out and socialise with people. They think, well, you know, I'm going to wear a hat on my head all the time because I don't like I'm looking old, I'm looking 30, I'm actually only 17. Going for jobs, meeting people, partners in life, it's a part of their lives. And at that young age, it can really affect their self-esteem dramatically.
So there are two courses of treatment and today we're going to talk about preventative measures.
Yes.
So that's retaining what you have.
Exactly.
Tell us a bit more about that.
Preventing what we have, that will actually come down to what the individual would like as an end result. And an end result will be, well, Helen, I'm happy to have, I like what I have at the moment, I just don't want to see myself regressing really quickly. And if that's the case, well, yes, certainly we can offer topical lotions. There are lots of different measures they can take. Low-level light laser therapy, in-house programs that we offer, or home maintenance programs with medicinal products that will also help to slow down this genetical gene which is causing the thinning problem.
And how invasive are those preventative?
They're not invasive at all. Not at all. The low-level light laser is a cold light laser, so there is no side effects whatsoever. It will physically penetrate into the scalp to help allow an increased blood flow and oxygen supply to the follicles which are being strangled by this DHT hormone, along with physically taking oral tablets to help the body from slowing down producing this product at the same time, this gene that is causing the thinning process. It is a lifelong maintenance program, and once again, it is an individual choice as to whether, well, I'm happy just to maintain what I have. It will not give 100% of their hair back, and it may eventually it will not completely maintain this for the rest of their lives, because that genetical gene is something that we're fighting. It's an internal thing that we don't have any control of inside the body, but we can help to slow that process down for them.
Okay. Well, I'm going to get you to take a look at my little issue.
Yes.
And next week, I believe we're going to talk about non-surgical treatment processes as well. So I look forward to that.
Fabulous. Thanks.
Another Manscaped fashion tip with our fashion stylist, Sally McKinnon of Style by Sally. Now, Sally, what have we got today?
Well, today we're talking about jackets. Now, the sorts of jacket that you're wearing today is a classic single-breasted jacket. The style of jacket suits all men's body types, whether you're a bigger guy or a smaller guy. However, the other style of jacket is a double-breasted. Double-breasted jackets wrap around the body, creating a little bit more bulk. So if you're a bigger guy, always stick to a single-breasted jacket. If you're a slimmer build, then a double-breasted jacket is quite a nice modern take on a classic jacket style.
Fantastic. Thanks, Sally.
We're talking luggage with Antler, the champions of lightweight luggage. Now, Keats, we're going to have to make this quick because I'm on my way to the airport for another business trip.
Well, no need to overpack. Why don't you pop your suit in this stylish garment carrier from the Business 100 range?
Well, I'm very hip and happening, so I like the Ultimate Traveller. This brand new case takes everything, your shirts, your socks, your shoes, also your laptop.
Like a portable office.
Absolutely.
To check out any more of this stylish range, log on to antlerluggage.com.au.
Next up on Manscaped, we take a look at the wonderful world of paintball. And we're getting a little more serious as we get involved with tournament paintball. Here's everything you need to know to get involved. If paintball in the fast lane is your speed, then tournament paintball is for you. This fast, action-packed game is like playing paintball on steroids.
In the world of tournament paintball, there are very, very many different people. We have a great array of tournament players, from old guys who think they're about 16 years old again, to young blokes who are really, really cocky, and it's just a fantastic mix and combination of different guys and girls. It's awesome.
Tournament paintball can be played in teams of 3, 5, 7 or 10. Each game usually lasts no longer than 5 minutes, but within that time a single player can shoot up to 1,000 rounds.
Taking it up to the next level, I've joined a team, Southeast Cartel. It's about winning prizes, it's about getting sponsorship, it's about being able to play more paintball for less. Being a tourney player, it's great fun. It's a good excuse to do what you love a lot.
Tournament paintball is highly competitive and teams often train several times per week leading up to an event.
I'm Slugger, play for Southeast Cartel, based in Southeast Melbourne in Australia, playing all over Australia, Sydney, Melbourne, New Zealand, and heading to Malaysia at the end of the year.
We're Australian Outcasts, we're based in Melbourne, we've been together for about 4 years.
Best thing about playing paintball, we get to travel the world, meet interesting and different people. Guys at Hot Shots help us out with getting overseas, get to become family members with all these boys and have a great time out on the field and off the field.
These guys I don't think have played a tournament all year, have you?
Have you guys played yet?
No.
Just Tim? No. Yeah, we've played and beat you convincingly at the last round of Pavs in 30 seconds, I believe. Did you forget that one?
Hi, I'm Neil, I'm from Havoc in Melbourne. Yeah, the name Havoc stands for Heavily Armed, Very Old Codgers.
There are many teams constantly starting out and looking for additional team members, so a great place to start is just by visiting your local paintball field. Internationally, some of the largest and most prestigious paintball tournaments attract over 200 teams to any event for their chance to win tens of thousands in prize money. There are also professional paintball players making a career of travelling the world and competing in high-level events.
To get great tournament gear, contact Hotshots at paintballskirmish.com. We can gear you out with all your personalised team gear, whether it be sponsored jerseys or team jerseys, and all the harnesses and branded pants and branded type of clothing. We've got it all.
All it takes to be a good tournament player is a competitive attitude and a thrill for excitement. Guys and girls all make great tournament players, so what are you waiting for? Head to the Hotshots website to get involved.
2, 3, Outcast, that us! Yeah!
Sharon from the Sandbar. We're talking about planning the perfect function. Now, when it comes to choosing drinks, what are your top tips?
A nice champagne, Adam, a Australian bottled beer and an imported bottled beer usually keeps most of the guests happy, especially the men. It gives them more of a choice. a nice Sauvignon Blanc or a Pinot Grigio, and then we usually have a Shiraz and a Cab Sav.
Fabulous. And of course, out here on the deck, it is a fabulous spot for a nice chilled Pinot Grigio.
Yes.
What about those who are driving? What do you serve for
We do
those
have
guys?
a light beer for those that are driving.
And of course, for the designated drivers amongst us, you serve light beers.
Yep, light beers. We have juices, soft drink available, and then of course coffees at the end so that they can get home safely.
Fabulous. Well, I think it's time that you and I went and popped a cork and had a little glass of champagne ourselves. What do you say?
Totally.
Men's Health Issues with Elizabeth Chelly. G'day, Elizabeth.
Hey Adam, how are you today?
I'm all right, thank you very much.
Good.
I'm doing all right.
Way to go.
Now, we hear a lot about the benefits of regular exercise.
Yes.
But you can take it too far, can't you?
Yes, you can.
Tell us a bit about that.
Yeah, in my former life as a personal trainer, I would often see men in the gym overtraining to the point that they would bring an injury on with their joints or their muscles. And I thought, what's going on there? And we often hear about body image issues for women, of wanting to get thinner, looking thin and trim and all sexy, and yet we don't really talk about the fact that men have those same kind of anxieties with their body image. And underlying some of that is an anxiety about how they look, meeting society's images about what it should look like as a cool dude or looking like the man's man, cut and buff and trim and attractive and sexy to women. And so that anxiety can sometimes take men's exercise too far, that they're excessively training and causing injury to their joints and muscles, which then affects their ability to keep on training and feeds back into the anxiety. So it's a bit of a lose-lose overall.
How do you recognise that you've got a problem in that situation? Like, what is too much?
Too much would be, say you're going to the gym every day. Or for some, they'll be going 2 times a day or 3 times a day.
Wow.
Or if someone says to you, don't go to the gym today, just give it 2 days recovery, and anxiety creeps up and he can't stay away, whether it be the gym or other exercise, you've got a bit of a signal there that there's some underlying anxiety to the exercise and you're not keeping a good balance. So there's some practical signals that you might be overtraining. Other practical signals will be your joints and your muscles are going to let you know, or there's a fatigue that you won't be able to get past until you give yourself good recovery. Because when you think about it, you're working the weights quite a bit. Typically, you might work your muscles out of balance, so there'll be a lot of pecs and biceps to get the good front look, and a lot of thighs and squats at the neglect of the back and other muscles, that the muscles are out of balance. So it creates some joint imbalances, back issues, and other physical ailments that you kind of go, oh, what's the story here? So there's some signals that you might be overtraining and you need to look at underlying anxiety that is pushing you too much. We need to make sure that we incorporate recovery days within your training regime. That helps your muscles tone up whilst it's recovering, and that way you can keep training for longer periods of time.
What about the use of steroids? Because we hear quite a bit about that.
Yeah.
Obviously, taking things too far again.
That's right. We get a lot of mixed messages. Well, men get a lot of mixed messages with regard to society's expectations of what it means to be a man, to be attractive to women, to be the man's man and to look good. And so those pressures sometimes really drive a man's anxiety quite high, that he wants to look good and he wants to look good fast. And obviously steroids become a quick way to be able to address the problem, perceived problem, quickly. But then brings its own issues of chemistry imbalance, anger issues, not to mention medical problems with overuse.
So approach your exercise with a sense of perspective.
Yeah.
Is that the best way forward?
Absolutely. Consider your exercise is a lifestyle habit, which means a lifetime habit. So if you don't train for a week, what's the big deal in the context of a 10-year period of time that you can actually enjoy your training and get the results on an ongoing basis? So consider training 3 to 4 times a week with a 1-day or 2-day recovery in between, because it's during that recovery your muscles are toning up, and then when you get back into the gym or into your exercise, you've got more power in your muscle to take it the next level. So doing that weekly and considering about a week off or a few days off every 5 to 6 weeks, then you've got a training regime that's going to last you longer and keep you looking buff for longer.
Fantastic. Well, I'm just going to hit the gym right now.
Yeah,
is
go
it?
for it.
I will.
Just, don't overtrain the
I
muscle.
won't. And I look forward to speaking to you again next week.
Thanks, Adam.
Well, that's it for another great episode of MANSCAPE.
Yes, Peter, and still plenty more to come in this first series. But if you can't wait until next week's show, jump on our Facebook page or check out our website at manscapetv.com.au.
And we'll see you next time right here at the Sandbar Beach Cafe in Middle Park.